everyone. We're continuing our walkthrough now of SpongeBob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom 15-minute version. This is part 6 of our SpongeBob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom 15-minute version walkthrough. In the last part, we were starting with Jellyfish Fields, and beginning wise we were trying to figure out why those colors were in the sky and trying to fix it, but I realize now we can't do it, so we're just continuing on with the place. And we got like some socks and shiny objects, and we paid our first clam, and we got our first checkpoint, and we talked with Squidward, and now you can see we're talking with Gary opening the first bungee in the whole game. So we'll continue with their discussion and opening the bungee right now.
Ow.
See?
Wow, a bungee jump for a golden spatula! I must be in heaven!
And most of these bungee hooks are for golden spatulas, I'll tell you that. So now we'll just get the shiny... Oh, so we have to collect this spatula, because this is going to be one of our things. So we'll get on the bungee hook, and see, we're collecting all the shiny objects first. And getting the spatula is the last thing we'll do on every bungee that contains a spatula. Now, did you hear that sword when we collect... Did you hear that sword sound when we collect the when we just collected that spatula? That's the sound I don't like when we collect spatulas. And now you can tell, spatula-wise, we're a 25th done. So you can tell, game-wise, we're a 25th done with the whole game. A 25th.
You said it, Gary.
And now we'll push this button and say, it's saying by pushing the button, press this button by pressing the X button. So I'll do that at 3 minutes. And now you can tell, value-wise in yellows, there's a value of 14. But value-wise till we can get up to this robot up here. Do you see where my finger is? Till we can get to that robot up there, there's a value of 19 shiny objects. But in yellows, there are 14, and there's a fodder. So, calculation-wise, that's how it gets to there.
Shines. That's my side.
Now, see, we got another checkpoint, and now the hammer's getting introduced. And now this is where I was thinking we were going to get to in the first video. Now see, I'm trying to do our moves to the beat. And now see, when we destroy this new robot called a hammer, we get 25 shiny objects from defeating those. Yes, I was trying to make an ultra combo from there. Now let's see if from this... Oh, we got the same combo there. And we reached above 1,000 shiny objects. Now, do you see this this game over here? When we get the bubble bowl move in the next part of Bikini Bottom, we'll come back here to do this game. And when you're standing on these feet things, it's either A, to make stuff appear, B, to make stuff open, like in this case, this bowling game, or C, to open buttons, I believe. Now see, the reason why we're coming down there is because there were shiny objects. Now you'll see a funny experience during this walkthrough. Yes, I got a combo. Alright. Now from here, let's see if we can get a Super Mega. There we go. Now see, here's another part where they're talking about the goo. Because remember, like in the last video where I showed you the first sign that was saying the goo? Here's the second sign, and also where the waterfall is. Because it's saying the same thing as it did earlier on in Jellyfish Fields. Now this will be funny. Watch this. I'll make the hammer come and attack me, but you see, instead he gets killed by the goo. So it's pretty funny. So now we'll come actually over here to A, get a blue shiny object and a life. And see, you can tell shiny object wise, calendar wise, it's my birthday. Do you see that? Cause see the shiny object amount is 12/15, and that's my birthday. Do you see that, visualization-wise? So we'll get to these bouncy mushrooms in a second, because first, we're going to open the teleport box, no matter what. And now, we're going to... Oh, so now I'll show you how they're active. So when you go into this teleport box, it'll lead you back to here. But when you go back in that teleport box, it'll lead you up to there. So it's kind of a shorter way of getting to the place you need to. So now we'll get all the stuff on these bouncy mushrooms, including the stuff up here. Because see, value-wise, there's a value of 14 shiny objects up here, and then there's also a sock. And when we collect this sock, well, you can tell sock-wise, we're a 10th done with the game. Now, do you see this sock in the sky over here? That's the sock that will come down if you hit all the bowling pins for this game down here that we'll do a little later. See where my finger is? Okay, so now since we've collected everything from here, now we'll go back down and then continue on with the path of the bouncy mushrooms. Because the only way to get up to where we just... because the only way to get up to where we just were is only on the first bouncy mushroom and doing that, like so. Do you see that? See, I did the jumps on the beat too. Now we'll continue with the path. Like you know, with the path of bouncy mushrooms. And remember, like I said, shiny object-wise, there's a value of 20 on every bouncy mushroom, if I'm correct. Let's check it again. 1287. I think that time it was 21, but it's within the 20 to 30 range. I think it's more like 20. Now see, when you go on these bouncy mushrooms, you see on top of the sign of Jellyfish Rock, you'll get a sock. And now when you go on this bouncy mushroom, it'll lead you back to here. And now we'll continue on with Jellyfish Fields. And now see, now it's explaining about the machine that makes all the robots, which is actually called a Duplicatotron 1000. And from defeating them, you get 50 shiny objects. Now see, I just got a Super Mega combo. And in order to make no more robots come wherever the range is, you should destroy the Duplicatrons first before destroying any robots, because if you destroy robots first, it'll make more robots come if you don't destroy the Duplicatron either right after or first. So now I'll push this button. Now you see, we could get a spatula, but we're not going to get it just yet. We're going to open this next spatula. We're going to go to Jellyfish Caves for a minute to open the next spatula because we need to. Because it's part of our method for this walkthrough.
Hello, Mermaid Man. I have all your comics and toys and mail.
Now you see, SpongeBob and Mermaid Man are talking.
Huh? What? Oh, yeah, it's that Sponge Kid. And now, what was I supposed to tell you?
That Patrick is surrounded by robots and needs my help.
Huh? Oh, no. I think it had something to do with massaging my feet.
Well, if massaging your feet will save Patrick, then massage I must.
Help! They're making me hit myself!
Ha!
Massaging your feet isn't working. I think I'd better try a more direct approach.
By clipping my toenails?
Here I come, Patrick!
So now we'll find out what this sign is in a few videos. So first we're going to open the teleport box and then get this value of 5 shiny objects down here, and now go back to Jellyfish Rock. Yeah. And now destroy the Duplicatron and get the spatula. And see, the reason I did that is so that shiny objects can calculate while we get the spatula. And that spatula I just did by doing like this. And sometimes I may need to do that when we're getting shiny objects to calculate when getting spatulas. But the usual method is to do the bubble feet like so. So now we have enough for downtown Bikini Bottom. And we already opened the next spatula in Jellyfish Fields. So now we'll go back to the spatula named on top of the pineapple. And now go over to where this new taxi place is. Because see, we have the requirement for downtown Bikini Bottom. Now we'll save our game and stop here. So yeah, that'll end part 5 or 6, I believe, and I'll see you guys in the next part.